are going to learn about verbs. What is a verb? Verbs are doing words. A verb shows an action. A verb always has a subject. Let us see an example. Rahul speaks English. In this sentence, Rahul is the subject and speaks is the verb. It is an action. Therefore, we can say that verbs are words that tell us what a subject does or how it is. Verbs describe two things. Action. Ram plays football. In this sentence, plays is an action did by Ram. So it refers the action word. The second one is state of being. Example, Mohan seems kind. In this sentence, the verb seems explains as Mohan is a kind man. So it refers the state of being. Now let us learn classification of verbs. We can classify verbs into two types. One is helping verbs and the another one is main verbs. Let us learn these things in detail. Helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called as auxiliary verbs. This is because they help the main verb which comes after them. Let us see an example. Tom has helped me before. In this sentence, has helped is the verb. Here, the helping or the auxiliary verb has is coming before the main verb and it helps the main verb helped to specify the action it denotes or explains what the subject does. There are four forms of helping verbs: be verbs, do verbs, have verbs, and modal auxiliaries. Be verbs. There are five be verbs. They are am, is, are, was, and were. Am, is, and are used in present tense, and was and were are used in past tense. In present tense, I is used only with the pronoun am, and is and was are always used with the singular subjects like Ram, Mala, Sheila, James, and also with the pronouns he, she, it. And in past tense, was is used with the pronoun I. Are and were are used with the plural subjects like friends, mom and dad, my relatives, neighbors, teachers, and also with the pronouns they, we, and you. As shown in the image, be forms are used in the affirmative and the negative sentences. Affirmative sentences are nothing but the positive sentences, and the negative sentences contains words such as not, no, barely, rarely, scarcely, and all. And they are used to frame. The be verbs are also used to frame questions. They are yes or no type questions. You can see the examples in the given image. Now let us learn about do verbs. Do verbs are three in number. They are do, does, and did. Among these, do and does are used in present tense and did is used in past tense. Do is used with plural subjects, does is used with singular subjects, and did is used with both singular and plural subjects. Like be verbs, do verbs are also used to frame yes or no type questions. Have verbs. Have verbs are also three in number. They are has, have, and had. Among these, has and have are used in present tense and had is used in past tense. Has is used with the singular subjects. Have is used with the plural subjects and also with the pronoun I in present tense. And had is used with both singular and plural subjects. Like be verbs and do verbs, have verbs are also used to frame the yes or no type questions. In yes or no type questions or while framing the yes or no type questions, we have to write the be verbs, do verbs, and have verbs in the beginning of the sentence. Following this, we have to use the subject and the main verb and the other information. At the end, we have to place the question mark. You can see the examples in the given images. Modal auxiliaries: will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, need, etc. are called as modal auxiliaries. All these verbs support the main verbs for suggesting potential, expectation, permission, ability, possibility, and obligation. They never change their form, and it is used with both singular and plural subjects, and these are also used to frame affirmative, negative, and also yes or no type questions. You can see the examples in the given image. So far, we have learned the helping verbs in detail. Now let us learn main verbs. Main verbs have meaning on their own. Main verbs are also called as lexical verbs or base forms. Examples are she looks happy and the police are looking for the suspect. In these two sentences, looks and looking are the verbs and they have their own meaning. Let us learn the different forms of verbs. The verbs can be written in various forms based on the tense. They are base form V1, simple past V2, past participle V3, present participle and simple present tense. Let us learn how the different forms of the verbs are formed. Base form is nothing but the action we do, and it is used with the plural subjects in simple present tense. Past form of the verbs are formed by adding d or ed with the base form. Hence, the V2 form of the verb is formed and it is used in the simple past tense. When we add d, ed, n, en or t to a base form, it becomes V3 form of the verb and it is used in the perfect tense along with have form verbs. When we add s, es or ies to a base form, it becomes simple present tense verb and it is used with the singular subject. Present participle is formed when we add ing to the base form and it is used in the continuous tense.